Hi, welcome to Style Health and Fitness. We've got some lovely food for you today. We're going to be showing you. We are making lemon and lime chicken. This is my own recipe which I've devised myself. What you're going to need, very simple. A couple of knives, grater or zester, ingredients, chicken, lemon, lime, fresh coriander, some brown rice, extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of vegetable stock. You can use the stock cubes, you can use this little stock pot, it's just as good. The joy of using Knorr, which I always suggest, there's no wheat involved in it, so that's going to be lovely. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prep the chicken. Move these out of the way. Always make sure you keep your ingredients, this is a clean surface by the way, away from the chicken. You don't want cross-contamination, that leads to food poisoning and eventually you being sued. Don't do that. So chicken, nice and simple. Bit of chicken breast, you can use a whole chicken if you wish. Take the meat off. This is just makes it easy. Cut lengthways, down the length. You've got nice bite-sized pieces. This is an absolute brilliant recipe for summer. Tastes wonderful and is a nice alternative in a barbecue. You can cook this on the barbecue, you don't have to do it in the way I'm doing it on the wok. What you won't get though if you do it on the barbecue is the same kind of nice juicy sauce. So there's your chicken prepared. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this bowl, we're going to put chicken in it. So now, got the chicken, diced up, ready into bite-sized pieces, lemon, lime. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use a bit of the zest. There's a lot of flavour in there. Get your zester, just above. Keep turning. So we've got the zest from the lime in there. As you can see, it's looking a bit like a camouflage. Zest from the lemon. Same principle, but not quite so much. You don't want it to be overly lemony. It's the lime that brings out the flavour. Why do we use the lemon and lime? Ideally, this is going to soak for about 8 hours. So you prep it in the morning before you go to work, prep it the night before, and the lemon and lime juice, it's going to infuse into the meat. It's going to break down the proteins a little bit, so it's going to be so tender, it's so juicy, it's going to suck into the chicken. It's wonderful. So, quite simply, slice the lime, squeeze the juice in. That's going to come in there, nice and sweet. You get as much out as you can. We put all the rubbish on it. The only problem is, doing it like this, you do feel every little nick or cut you've got in your hand, which is great. Now the lemons are pipped in, limes don't. So hold it over, just let it run through your fingers and catch any juice from them pips. Okay? So we've added the lime juice and the lemon juice here. We've added it in the zest. We're going to mix it about a bit. And then as that settles, we're going to add a little bit of black pepper. Not too much. You don't want to spice people out. The joy of this dish is what I'm showing you is the very basics. Some people like it a bit hotter, some people don't like heat. You can tantalise it a little bit with a bit of fresh chilli. Add a bit of dried chilli as well, not so bad. Dash of Tabasco. There's a lot you can do with this. I'm going to cover up the chicken. I'm going to put it in the fridge for a little while. Brown rice, much healthier for you. You can see it's got a slightly different colour to normal rice. It's brown. This is because they've left the husk on, that's the fibre. It makes it a lot healthier, and what you haven't got is a complex starch. Okay, so we're going to come around. We've got a pan, nice and clean. We're going to put white rice in. So now we're going to add twice as much water as we have rice. So we've got 1 glass full of rice, so we're going to have 2. Okay? Simple as that. Now, leave that uncovered for a minute. We're going to bring the rice to the boil. We've used cold water, so that's not hot. Once it comes to the boil, we're going to put the lid over it. That's going to create a seal. That is when we turn it right down to the lowest heat. The rice is going to cook slowly and it's going to absorb all the water. You know it's done when the water's gone. Brown rice, not the same as white rice, it's not going to be quite as fluffy. It's not going to squash into a paste in your mouth. It stays separate. It's beautiful. You get a lovely firmness. It's so much better for you. The joy of this, cooking it like this, you still get a slight softness, which otherwise you won't get. Okay? I'm just going to wait for that to come to the boil now. Right, so if you come over here, it's got on the heat. We've got it boiling. So literally, as I said before, we're going to turn the heat all the way down. And we're going to put the lid on. If you look, it's on a very low heat. That comes, and it's going to keep the heat going through it. It's going to cook and it's going to absorb the rice. Now, we've got the chicken. We're going to turn it on the hob. You don't have to have a wok for this. I just like to use one. So we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. This is going to stop the chicken sticking to the pan. Remember, nice hot pan, always the way forward. So we can get the chicken out of the fridge. That has of course been marinating now for at least 8 hours and not obviously for 10 minutes as it would appear on film. Now you can see smoke is heating, it's heat is smoking. Turn it down slightly. You're going to add the chicken. Add the chicken on its own without all the juice at this stage. We'll add the juice in a minute because we want to seal the meat. Now once that starts to get nice and brown, this is when you start to add the lime juice. This is what happens with the lime juice. You've got the shreds in there and you've got the lemon juice. So we're going to work that in a second. We're also going to use stock pot. There's no rocket science to this, it's a joy. Just add, stick it in, throw it. Along with a little bit of water, just to rehydrate the stock a bit. That is going to form the most amazing gravy. Gravy, baby, yeah! That is going to thicken up. The lime juice in there is going to make that lovely and thick. And it's going to taste amazing. So while that's cooking down, we're going to come over here and we're going to prep the coriander. It's nice and simple. Don't be afraid of the stalks. The stalks are wonderful. Just bunch it up. Now, trick to chopping. Hand like that. Well, you can do it like, I'm even able to look at you. And my fingers are fine. So you get it like that. Just run your knife through it. Fresh coriander is amazing. Keep a little bit to the side, that'll make a nice decoration in a little while. Just keep running your knife through it. There you go. And we've got some lovely finely chopped coriander. I'm going to put the rest of this in a bowl. We'll use that again when we decorate the plate. So we're going to bring that over. We're going to have that here ready. As you can see, the rice is starting to soak up the water. That's going to be lovely. Now, as you can see, chicken looking lovely, nice thick sauce. That's on a very low heat for a little while. Rice. That has taken up all that juice, and it's lovely and fluffy. So, turn the heat up and the rice. We're just going to add the last bit of ingredient to the chicken, which is the coriander that we chopped. That's just going to go in there. You can add as much or as little as you like. I like quite a lot in there. So we're going to mix it around. That just adds the finishing touches, adds a nice bit of colour, and it makes it taste so fresh and amazing. You've got the freshness of the coriander battling effectively against the acidity of the lemon and lime. Plate to serve. You get your rice. Nicely does it. Nice bit of rice. Add the chicken. And your dish is done. You've got the chicken. That is a high protein, healthy meal. A few carbs in there, nothing wrong with that because they're high in fibre and it's not nasty. You get all the juice on there and it's lovely. That's your summer cooking. Lemon and lime chicken, as my wife calls it, the chicken D. Lovely. So, here's our dinner. All that's left to do now is eat it. I can't wait. If you want more information about this, feel free to pop in to see me at work. I'm at Style Health and Fitness on Bear Street, next to the Harley Davidson garage, and we're in Norwich. You can email us. You can find us all on the internet. That will be in the comments box below. All the information you need to contact me. I'm Paul, and I'll see you soon. Come in for some personal training. It's almost as good as my food.